right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you again for having me. So my name is Marissa Del Moro. I'm a partner at Lyons and Associates. We are a family law firm based in Somerville and in Morristown, New Jersey. And our firm's motto is your lighthouse in the storm, because we believe that we can meet clients where they are and carrying them through any sort of tumultuous times that they are experiencing. So I am a certified matrimonial law attorney in the state of New Jersey, which basically means I've been designated by our state Supreme Court as an expert in the area of family and matrimonial law. But for purposes of today, for the topic getting in and out of marriage, I'm going to talk about two things that I hope the panel and our audience thinks of when we're talking about marriage, getting in and out: prenuptial agreements and divorce. Just jumping off of what Pastor Dan is talking about as far as reconciliation, I do want to say that even though, we are divorce attorneys, if spouses can exhaust all options before actually filing for divorce, that's certainly something that we would encourage, whether it's through counseling, whether it's meeting with your Pastor Dan or someone like Pastor Dan. That's certainly something that we encourage, because we don't want to break up an intact marriage that should remain intact. But yes, to answer your question, Paul, we do adoptions. I like to joke, that's one of the only happy things I get to do sometimes. But certainly, I've done recently a lot of step-parent adoptions, adult adoptions. I met with a woman yesterday who wanted to basically readopt her daughter that was adopted internationally and just have her have an American birth certificate. So it is something that people understandably don't necessarily think about when they hear a family law attorney, but it is something that we do. So Thank you, Paul, for that question.
Yeah, sure. Marissa, you've been nodding your head in agreement with some of the things Desiree has said. And you also said, exhaust your options. When folks come to you, like, what's the process that you work with them to either make it finalized or get them back, or how do what do you do?
So for our initial intake, the way I like to approach it, I just let them talk, because you can tell when you meet with someone initially, are they bursting at the seams to talk? Or are they a little bit more reticent? So get an idea, use your, perception skills and get an idea of how they're coming into the appointment, getting the basic facts: how long have they been married for, do they have children, how many, how old are they, what are their immediate concerns. And a lot of times it's purely just information gathering and providing advice, which is perfectly fine. Some people are ready to pull the trigger, some aren't. It's not uncommon for us to have a consult see us on one day and then come back 6 months to a year later. That's perfectly fine, and that's perfectly normal. So it's really just a lot of information gathering, answering questions, providing advice, and, we let the consult take it from there, whether they want to come back, if they have additional questions, and, whenever they're ready, we certainly make the space for them to come back.
Marissa, what's one thing or two or three, or, what do you want people to take away to remember about this whole topic, getting in and getting out?
Well, I certainly appreciate Drew's, emphasis on managing expectations. I mean, that's something I tell clients every single day, to manage their expectations, particularly throughout the divorce process, because every process is different. Everyone's journey is different. I also want to take away to be transparency, right? If you're going to enter into a marriage, you're going to need to be transparent. If you're going to sign a prenuptial agreement, you're going to need to be transparent about what your income, assets, liabilities are. The same thing when you're getting divorced. You're going to need to be transparent about any sort of liabilities that are occurring. You're going to need to be transparent about, are you truly able to parent in a manner in which you are seeking as far as a schedule goes? So that's certainly something that I would like the audience to think about. But thank you again.
No, thank you.